This is your boy. I'm here to show you a good little review on this Ninebot S Max. I actually bought 3 of these things. I have 2 of the regular S, and then I also have this S Max. The S Max is pretty dope. I can't even recall how much miles. Actually, let me check the app and see how much miles I put on this thing. But I put some miles on this thing within maybe 74 miles on this thing within maybe a week, and it's phenomenal. I like the thing. I got rained out in it, and I was able to make it where I needed to make it to before I damaged anything, because it's not, the IP rating I believe is a 4 on waterproof, which is low. So and I think the IP rating go all the way up to 6 or 7, maybe even 9, or the dust rating might go to 9 and the water goes to 6 or 7. But it's still I think it's 8. Yeah, it's 8, and it's like basically half, but it's a low rating on water, so I didn't want to basically submerge this thing. I'm not sure if it did any damage, but I've been riding it for like the past 2 days since then and haven't really ran into any suspicious issues, so I'm not really complaining in that category. The steering wheel is pretty decent. Like I do like the response time on that steering wheel. It is like phenomenal. I can keep rolling, and once I get to like a corner or something, I know I'm gonna be able to take that corner like as soon as I want to, versus the knee bar on my regular S. I haven't tried the knee bar on this, which you can put on it. The knee bar on my Ninebot S, there's just a slight delay, which is not really a big deal, especially when you're first just starting out with this thing. You'll barely notice the difference. You'll get used to it basically, but it's not a big deal, and but I tell you what, the power difference, I believe in just like one of the motors, it's as strong as my Ninebot S, and you can tell the difference, like especially when it slows you down because you're creeping to too much of over the speed limit or whatnot. You can like get back to where you need to get back to like a whole lot sooner than they're on the regular Ninebot S. Like you literally have to slow down, let it balance itself back out, and then speed back up. On this thing, just slow down a little bit and then you can pick back up like ASAP, which is pretty sweet because if you're into racing or anything like that, those minor adjustments definitely add up at the end of the trip. So it definitely worked for me. But yeah, this thing has worked wonders. On my Ninebot S, I also had that thing for about 2 months, and I put like almost 200, maybe even over 200 miles on that thing. I've been all over town here, and when I say everybody's like, oh my God, what is that thing? It's phenomenal. I'm also a disabled veteran, so I find myself discouraged from coming out and doing things out because I have certain issues every so often, and this thing, it just makes it easy. I'm basically standing up, leaning. It's a minor workout, but I'm basically just standing up, leaning, and so on and so forth, and it just keeps me active. It keeps me wanting to do more, instead of just sitting in the house and so on and so forth. I actually got this. I'm not sponsored by Segway or Ninebot or anything like that, but I do have an associate's code with Amazon, and I got this from Amazon when it was on sale. But you guys can definitely go to the website, and what they do is they give you an option to change those tires out from those drift tires to the comfort tires. Those are the tires that goes to the go-kart kit for this thing. And when I say they're grippy, but I've almost bust my ass so many times on these tires, it doesn't make any sense. And they're super, you can feel everything, like all these rocks, and you can feel all that rubble on the ground when you're riding this thing. So I would encourage you to either you can go on Amazon and get this thing, but it's going to come with those tires. But if you go on the website Segway, you can actually get this whole entire thing without having to worry about changing those tires. You can upgrade it to the comfort tires. I encourage that because comfort tires came with my 9Bot S, and the comfort tires are super comfortable, which makes that my other 9Bot S way more smoother than this. But again, this is faster, it lasts longer, so you know it's basically the same thing. It's just it's a rougher ride, so I'm not even gonna front. Now, for a while, people have been complaining about this thing. I don't use it. I turned that thing on and turned it off, and it's already telling me I need to change the batteries. It doesn't go to miles per hour. It's just in kilometers, which is terrible. But I mean, it's there if you want to use it. But and another bad part about it is when you use the app for this thing, which the app dashboard is way better than that thing. If you use the app for this thing, you can't use the app and connect the drive while you're riding it, because this has to be connected to the app so it can be accurate as well, which it sucks, you know. So I'm not necessarily sure if that was necessarily whoever's behind the tech to that thing. I don't know if they still got a job there, but again, I'm not sponsored. I don't know too much of what happened with the development of this thing, but again, this is a great vehicle. And if you want to do small commutes, I guarantee you this would not disappoint, especially if you're in college or if you're downtown, uptown, and you're working and you want to put this thing in your car. It's easy. It's just a small little latch right there on the steering column, just to take it out and to put it in the trunk. Now, believe it or not, even though this one is bigger and 2 times the weight of my 9Bot S, I can put this in like the gym locker in my trunk real easy versus my 9Bot S, because the steering column or the knee bar doesn't just come off. You have to like literally try not to strip screws and to get it off, and you wouldn't want to do that. But it's still like compact, so you're not really losing too much with the 9Bot S. I really like this thing. It also came with the kickstand versus my other one. I had to buy a kickstand and install it myself. But again, man, this thing is phenomenal. And if you're looking for small commutes, I'm telling you, this is phenomenal. I am going to do a review on the first electric scooter that I get, and I want to go big boy. Yes, I have a Harley Davidson. I've driven like 4-wheelers, all types of daggone small vehicles, you know, 2-wheelers and so on and so forth. But I'm telling you, when it comes to electric scooters, I feel like I'm gonna save a lot of money, a lot of gas money, just in general. Riding around town with those things. Some of those things get up to 70-something miles an hour. I don't necessarily need that. Maybe 50 mile an hour, 175 mile range or something like that, just to go back and forth to like appointments, to the grocery store, to the bookstore, whatever that I'm doing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the information here. If you want or need or would like to ask any questions, leave a like, comment in the description, in the comment section, and I'll definitely get back to you. But again, this thing here is a pretty decent machine. I haven't had any problems yet. Peace out, guys.